That is
In the amateurs, he said he beat you in that.
He didn't beat me. No, he didn't beat me.
Okay.
It's gonna show. It's gonna show March the first.
One more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed. Shot.
That lawnmower. That's that.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is all in as he pushes through a tough training camp for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach. Surrounded by his team, he's sharpening his speed, power, and defense with intense sparring, strength workouts, and drills focused on exposing Roach's weaknesses. Sticking to a strict diet and grueling conditioning, Davis is pushing his body to its peak. His knockout power remains a major threat, but he's also working on his footwork and endurance. Focused and disciplined, he's determined to dominate and prove he's one of the best in boxing. In camp, Davis is showing off his explosive speed, throwing lightning-fast combinations with pinpoint accuracy. His hand speed is razor-sharp, landing crisp jabs and powerful hooks under his trainer's watchful eyes. Through non-stop pad work, agility drills, and defensive training, he's perfecting his reflexes. But it's not just about offense. His slick head movement and quick counters make him a nightmare in the ring. With intense sprint sessions and endurance work, Davis is moving faster than ever, ensuring he steps into the fight in peak form, ready to overwhelm his opponent. Tank Davis is locked in as he prepares for his showdown against Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Known for his explosive speed and knockout power, his training camp is focused on maximizing these strengths while developing a game plan to neutralize Roach's approach. His routine includes intense strength and conditioning sessions, incorporating weightlifting, resistance training, and plyometric drills to enhance power and endurance. To sharpen his skills, Davis is constantly working on his hand speed, footwork, and defensive tactics. Recent training clips show his lightning-fast punches and pinpoint accuracy, wowing fans. A key part of his preparation is sparring with partners who replicate Roach's style, allowing him to fine-tune his strategy and be ready for any challenge on fight night.
One more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed. Shot.
That lawnmower. That's that. Start that motherfucker lawnmower.
I made the decision to train in DC because, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute. So
a crucial part of Davis's strategy is breaking down Lamont Roach's strengths and weaknesses. His team closely examines Roach's past fights, identifying patterns and key openings to capitalize on. Mental toughness is just as vital, so Davis practices visualization and mindfulness techniques to stay sharp and composed under pressure. To keep his body performing at its best, he follows a strict nutrition plan, fueling up with lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Staying hydrated and timing his meals right are priorities, giving him the energy to push through grueling workouts and recover properly.
From Baltimore, he's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
You gonna feel all this shit we gotta do? Look, hey Tank, we gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is radiating confidence as he prepares for his March 1st clash with Lamont Roach. At a recent press conference, he admitted he hasn't studied Roach's fights in detail but stated, "I've been in the gym with him, and I know how he moves." His words reflect his trust in his skills and preparation. With a flawless 30-0 record, including 28 knockouts, Davis has every reason to be self-assured. Recent training footage showcases his powerful physique and blistering hand speed, impressing both fans and analysts. His mix of physical conditioning and strategic planning makes one thing clear: he's ready to dominate. As fight night nears, anticipation is soaring, with many expecting Davis to deliver a performance that solidifies his standing among boxing's best. Focused and determined, he's prepared to make a bold statement in the ring.
How are you feeling? We're pretty close. We're pretty close to it. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good, man. Feel good. Getting close, and you know, somebody like Lamont is like fighting somebody like, you know, it's gonna feel like the amateurs type of vibe. Like,
okay.
You feel me? Not the no, the only thing I said the amateurs because I fought him before when I was coming up.
Okay.
Type of vibe. So I feel though it's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited. He's coming with his people and things like that. He's
in the amateurs. He said he beat you in that.
He didn't beat me. No, he didn't beat me.
Okay.
It's gonna show much first.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has tailored his training schedule to match his natural late-night energy. Since he performs best in the evening, he starts his day around 11 a.m., ensuring he gets the rest needed to recover from intense sessions. His morning begins with a liter of water to rehydrate, followed by a nutrient-rich breakfast of 6 egg whites, oatmeal, bananas, and honey to fuel his body. He then engages in light stretching and yoga to improve flexibility and mental focus, taking time to relax and recharge before his rigorous training begins. As night falls, Davis kicks into full training mode. His workouts cover every aspect of boxing and conditioning, starting with a warm-up routine that includes jumping jacks, jump rope, and running in place to get his blood circulating. Strength training is a key component, incorporating weightlifting, resistance exercises, and plyometrics to build explosive power and endurance. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, and distance running sharpen his stamina, ensuring he maintains peak performance in the ring. Technical skill development is another major focus, with drills designed to enhance his speed, footwork, and defensive maneuvers. He spars with partners who mimic his opponent's style, allowing him to fine-tune his strategy. His training is closely guided by top coaches from the Mayweather Boxing Club, including Floyd Mayweather Sr., Jeff Mayweather, and the late Roger Mayweather, all of whom have played a role in refining his technique. This structured yet adaptable approach not only suits Davis's natural rhythm but also optimizes his physical and mental conditioning, ensuring he steps into the ring fully prepared to dominate.
Very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in the morning.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has structured his training to focus on indoor workouts, particularly for his cardio sessions. Instead of dealing with the unpredictability of outdoor runs, he prefers the controlled setting of his gym or home, allowing him to train without distractions. His indoor routine is packed with high-intensity exercises aimed at building stamina and agility. Jump rope remains a core part of his regimen, sharpening his footwork, coordination, and endurance. He also relies on treadmill runs and running in place to maintain top conditioning without needing to go outside. This approach not only ensures safety, but also allows his team to closely track his performance and progress. By committing to an indoor training plan, Davis eliminates unnecessary disruptions while maintaining strict discipline. This strategic choice highlights his dedication to refining every detail of his preparation, keeping him in peak condition for fight night.
Day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside. So I just be in the gym and home. That's it.
Lamont Roach is stepping into his fight against Gervonta "Tank" Davis with unwavering confidence, determined to prove he's not to be overlooked. Moving up in weight, he understands the challenge ahead but is fully prepared to meet it head-on. Roach has been pushing himself in training, refining his power and strategy to counter Davis's relentless style. He believes his boxing skills and precision will be the key to pulling off an upset. While many see him as the underdog, Roach views this as his chance to make a name for himself on the biggest stage. Focused and determined, he's ready to show the world that he belongs among boxing's elite.
He better take me serious, but I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight, and it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's going to be, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version of him.
Floyd Schofield Jr., a rising lightweight contender, has weighed in on Lamont Roach's upcoming fight against Gervonta "Tank" Davis, questioning whether Roach is big enough for the challenge. Schofield believes he was more deserving of the opportunity, stating, "I should have got the fight before Lamont Roach, but that's my opinion." His remarks highlight the difficulties Roach could face as he moves up from super featherweight to lightweight, where Davis holds a clear advantage in size and power. Schofield suggests that the jump in weight could be a major hurdle, making it even tougher for Roach to handle Davis's heavy-handed style in the ring.
Me being a father, no matter what me and Keyshawn had in the past, I just love the way he is with his son. I got to respect a man like that. So congratulations to Keyshawn, and hopefully after this weekend, maybe we can make something happen.
That'd be great, man. The 135 has so many people. Just on an ending note, I just want to get your perspective on Tank's fight against Lamont Roach. People are counting out Lamont as well, but how do you see it?
Tank by knockout. Hopefully Lamont can prove me wrong, though. I like Lamont, but I'm just going off of my opinion.
Why?
He's Tank, man. I feel like Lamont's too small. They're both smaller fighters, but I feel like Lamont's just way too small for Tank. But like I said, hopefully Lamont can prove me wrong. He's a great fighter, too. But I just got Tank as a favorite.
How do you see that happening in the fight? Do you think it comes early? Do you think it comes late?
You never know with Tank. You never know. It's all on when he wants to do it. But me personally, I feel like he's going to come late. Probably like 9.
Now, transitioning back to your fight, I asked that question for a reason because do you feel that you can get a knockout in this fight against Shakur given his style? And if so, when in the fight do you feel we see it?
I feel like it'd be late, but I feel like I can anybody can knock anyone out. The right punch, anybody can. You could probably knock me out if you hit me correctly. Nah, that's a lie. But but not anybody.
Oh, man, that's 2 disses today. First, I'm an old guy, now I got pillow hands.
No, but truthfully, anyone could get knocked out. Anybody. So never know. I hope Shakur's ready.
All right. Floyd, man, good chatting with you. Good seeing you. Appreciate the time. Floyd Schofield taking on Shakur Stevenson this weekend here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on the DAZN pay-per-view headlined by Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev.
Teofimo Lopez, the WBO super lightweight champion, has shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight, recognizing Lamont Roach's skills but giving Gervonta "Tank" Davis the advantage in power and experience at this weight class. Tank's going to win, Lopez predicted. It'll be a good fight, but moving up in weight is a big step. Having competed against top-level opponents himself, Lopez understands the difficulties of moving up divisions and facing a proven powerhouse. Roach has skills, he added, but power is real in boxing. When you move up in weight, you feel those punches differently. Tank is one of the hardest hitters in the sport, so Roach has to be really smart in there.
All the history, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus obviously?
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now. They grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
You mean he get him out of there?
I think he will. I think Roach. They know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. They used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class.
Right.
And I think that's what makes me think that Tank should wipe him.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has long praised Gervonta "Tank" Davis for more than just his knockout power. While many focus on his ability to end fights with a single punch, Atlas believes Davis's intelligence and strategy set him apart. Tank is the most complete fighter in boxing today, Atlas stated. People see the knockouts, but they don't notice the setup. He's not just swinging wildly. He's waiting for the perfect angle, the right opening. And when he finds it, he finishes the job. Atlas stresses that Davis is a calculated fighter who carefully studies his opponents, pinpoints weaknesses, and strikes with precision. He's patient, Atlas explained. He doesn't waste punches. He forces his opponents into mistakes and then makes them pay for it.
The old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key. He does. He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of our time.
Despite ongoing speculation about his future opponents, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is staying locked in on the task at hand. "I'm fully focused on Lamont Roach right now," Davis stated. "I'm not thinking about who comes next. Retirement isn't even on my mind. I still have more to accomplish." Davis knows that underestimating an opponent can be a costly mistake in boxing. While Roach may not have the same star power as some of the division's top names, Davis is treating him with the same level of respect and preparation. "Every fight matters," Davis added. "I take every opponent seriously because one mistake can cost you everything."
Mbate here with Tank Davis. It's the Tank versus Roach press conference going down March 1st, PBC pay-per-view on Prime. Tank, we know you set up there. You're going to retire in 2025. Why did you decide to retire after next year?
Just fed up, just tired of all the bull crap.
You said that you have your opponents mapped out. So who are the opponents for the final stages of your career?
Not to cut you off, I don't really have them really like mapped out, but it's just like,
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Tank Davis has the potential to surpass Floyd Mayweather in pure boxing ability, according to Showbiz The Adult. His blend of knockout power, agility, and skill has led to comparisons with Mayweather, though their styles differ significantly. While Mayweather was known for his defensive brilliance and precision, Davis brings a unique mix of explosiveness and high-level ring IQ that makes him dangerous. Some analysts believe that if he continues his dominance and takes on the biggest names in the sport, his legacy could rival, or even surpass, Mayweather's. However, Davis remains focused on the present. His upcoming fight against Lamont Roach is another chance to prove himself. Meanwhile, Roach sees this as his moment to rise to the elite level, determined to shock the boxing world against one of the sport's most feared punchers.
The thing was, it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punch so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154. But his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at 140.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay locked in for more exciting updates, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps us going. Let us know your thoughts below. See you next time.